right, looking at the longest weekly winning streak since 2006. Let's get over to Mike Eppel with what's going on with the Toronto stock market. Mike, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Melanie. Yes, the Toronto stock market has been on a nice roll here with a gain last week of 0.4%, eighth weekly win, which is its longest weekly uptrend since 2006, as you mentioned. And, you know, as it does in so many cases, what does it come back to lift the Toronto stock market? Lo and behold, the price for oil this morning is at a 2-year high. It's north of $56 per barrel for the benchmark West Texas price. The Canadian crude price has gone up. The European price has gone up. So when we talk about, trying to get the Toronto stock market away from sometimes commodities, in many occasions, it is the commodities that do the heavy lifting. Having said that, it's also been a good year for bank stocks, and we're going to be getting into the bank corporate earnings season pretty soon. And some of the telecom companies have been hitting record highs as well this year, and some of the tech players have been pretty good. So the Toronto stock market comes in looking at trying to extend it to a 9th weekly win in a row. We'll see if it turns out. Wall Street comes in with a number of records set last week. Tax reform front and center again this week as one of the major talking points because there's no major economic news announcements on the calendar this week coming up. Canadian dollar on Friday saw a jump because of, well, the price for oil has been going up, certainly, but the Canadian economy also created many more jobs than forecast for the month of October, 35,000, and some pretty solid numbers there. So that was above forecast. It helped lift the Canadian dollar, which opens this morning at 78.5 cents U.S. And coming back to the price for oil, briefly, we saw the price at the pumps go up over the weekend to almost $1.25 per liter at some of the gas stations here in the GTA. And the talk is that price could be even more elevated by week's end because price for oil is going up and there seems to be a bit of a supply shortage. Still, the ripple effect dating back to Hurricane Harvey in the early stages of September, which took a lot of U.S. supply capacity offline. It led to a spike at the pumps then, and is still having a ripple effect on the market. Something we're tracking this morning, a Saudi Arabian corruption scandal, a crackdown over the weekend on some of the richest people in Saudi Arabia, led by Crown Prince Salman leading to the arrest of several high-profile individuals, including Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. Now, he is one of the world's richest men. He is a well-known spokesperson on many of the U.S. financial stations regarding Middle East issues, and also a major investor here in North America with interests in, for example, the Four Seasons hotel chain and many U.S. banks. So we'll see how that plays out on Wall Street coming up today. We'll send it over to Kevin in the studio.
Yeah, this comes in the same weekend. The President Trump has asked Saudi Arabia to please, one of their big energy companies about to issue an IPO, and is wanting them to do it on the Dow.
It looks like it is a power play by the new crown prince in Saudi Arabia, who took control and wants to build a number of major stakes and basically is solidifying his power base.
All right, thank you very much. It's going to be an interesting week. Thank you so much.